In the 1882 play, An Enemy of the People, Dr. Thomas Stockman resists pressure by the local townspeople to conceal evidence that the lucrative town spa baths have become contaminated with dangerous bacteria. At its climax, the town rounds on Stockman, calling him an enemy of the people. He loses friends, his profession, and ultimately his reputation, all because of his insistence on telling the truth. Today's gospel passage from Matthew is often cited in showing how modern people like to think themselves superior to those of previous generations. Yet, today, many citizens in modern organizations who speak the truth can also be personally, professionally, and financially ruined. Kate Kenny, professor at NUIG and author of the book Whistleblowing Towards a New Theory, says, "What we have learnt in Ireland is that legislation will not protect you if an organization is hell-bent on retaliating." Jesus accuses the scribes and Pharisees of hypocrisy. Do whatever they teach you and follow it, but do not do as they do. He criticizes them for placing heavy burdens on people and for making themselves look important to attract attention. In 2018, researchers analyzed 20 million Twitter interactions, and they found the frequency of word use is actually inherited through conversation. In other words, we sound like the people we talk to most. In his seminal book, The Political Brain, psychiatry professor Dr. Drew Weston analyzed how people process political communication and revealed that the majority of us don't listen openly to a speech for a statement and decide whether we agree with it. We assess at the outset if we side with the speaker, then accept or reject what they say based on our shared or opposing political views. In politics, when reason and emotion collide, emotion invariably wins. Drew's research shows that we are hardwired to be bad at political logic. When it comes to our opponents, we are superb at recognizing and dwelling on contradictions and hypocrisies in what they say. When it comes to the politicians we support, however, logically assessing such failings is cognitively uncomfortable. It literally activates distress centers in our brains. Neuroscientist Shane O'Mara is professor of experimental brain research at Trinity College Dublin. He is interested in how, as social animals, we are in near constant dialogue with each other. Our brains create our realities, but we shape them by talking. O'Mara delves deeply into the ways we use conversations to create our cultures and build entire nations. He argues that human beings have an amazing capacity where we can imagine ourselves in 5 years' time, or think about the holidays we're going to have next year. This is core to being human and has allowed us to construct the world we live in. He argues that mass human gatherings whether a Taylor Swift concert or a Rugby World Cup, are examples of collective effervescence and humans dissolving peacefully into each other. Furthermore, O'Mara argues that immigration tends to be a very good thing. Societies prosper as the result of an influx of new blood. O'Mara remembers talking to an American friend about living in America. And he said, what I love about here is hybrid vigor, which is a phrase stolen from agriculture. But his point was he could walk down the street, get Korean food, Japanese food, that everything was available because of immigration. O'Mara ultimately concludes that even with all the challenges we've faced, humans have always possessed the ability to talk our way into a better tomorrow. He adds, we're very good at messing things up, but we're very good at fixing things as well. O'Mara likes to emphasize what binds us together in terms of our common humanity. It's this astonishing capacity for learning, this capacity that we have for change, our ability to zoom out of the present moment to imagine a better world together. At this time of war and suspicion about difference and immigration, it is good to recognize Jesus' affirmation of the spoken word and his vision for our shared humanity as one focused on communities that are sincere, egalitarian, and humble. Professors Weston and O'Mara, through research and science, build on Jesus' core message. Together, they affirm the conviction that though the human family is often moved more by emotion than logic, we are capable of talking our way into a better tomorrow. Amen.